All right, guys. Hey, what's going on? How's it going? And oh my gosh, it was a rough morning. Happy Saturday to all you guys. I don't have any of my buttons really working. I have like 2 buttons that are working. Actually 4. I lied. It's 4 buttons. 1 for the intro, 1 for the live chat, my small screen here, and full screen. That is it. I got no voice changer buttons, no nothing. So long story short, we'll get at in a minute here, but let's just run through the chat and see who we all got happening right now. So scrolling up. Oh, we got Stroker Ace. What's going on? Dan Rugs POS. Yeah, so Dan is done rugging Horsecoin because, well, you can't rug something that you rugged the crap out of for the past who knows how long. So it is now dead. So he's now just rugging everything POS. So it's a pretty big job. He's got a lot of work to do there, but POS, you're in trouble. Moving on, we got Rud Butts, Ultra Carbon, Jake Boone, what's going on? Johannes, Keith Betts, Viper Mining. Scrolling through. Oh, what do we got? You guys talking away? Zapirate, what's going on, Zapirate? Jock McMiner UK, what's happening? Crypto Baltus is here. Okay, keep on going. DJ Minds, what's going on? Who is your co-host today? I don't have a co-host. I don't have any hosts. I never have co-hosts. I should have co-hosts. I got to do something here. Patrick Murphy, what's going on? Guard 1892, Simula Crumb, what's happening? King Mining, Power Mines Crypto, Power Mining. You know, he's not just mining, he's power mining this. Scrolling through, what do we got? Looks like everybody. Oh, Ultra Carbon, it jumped on me. Ogre MGTOW, Mine Some 10, what's going on? Fergie Marty, what is that? Lucas Podaski. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too much. So what's going on, everyone? Welcome. So yeah, long story here. Oh, so for the past, I guess we have to start from the beginning. So in the beginning, so I've been having some issues with my 7950X. All right, so and the X6, actually it's not the CPU or anything, it's the motherboard, the Gigabyte X670E, I guess AM5, you know, new platform for the 7000 series. So I had BIOS. Let's just kind of go through here right quick. Like I said, I only have 2 buttons working right now, full screen and little version. And we're going to go into the BIOS here. So I was on, when I got mine, I was on F6, which was the second released version. And originally F5 came out. You know, there's a lot of issues with the 7000 series, slow boot up times, lag, and so on. So I was on this. It worked just fine. Perfect when I had it. But for the past month or so, it seems like I had to reboot. Like if I had to do a computer restart, which I dreaded restarting my workstation because of this, because it only take like 1 in 5, 1 in 10. And what was happening here is it start to load after the BIOS part, and then it'll just become very, very laggy. And you know, you have your spinning circles. It take forever, like 10, 15 minutes to log in. And at that point, Windows would be slow as can be. You can barely move your mouse. It felt like I was on a 386 out of hard drive space or something, you know, way back then, those older computers. So I went in and I've been waiting and waiting for an official BIOS to finally release. They've been upgrades coming on and doing with the RAM and everything. And finally, a couple weeks ago, they dropped F8. And I just found this out like 2 or 3 days ago. So I updated this, and this fixed every issue I had. But now I went to get in. I usually get everything ready for the stream like 20 minutes in advance, and bam, I had no Streamlabs controls. I had nothing. Everything was out of whack. So I went around looking because it reset everything. On top of that, it also fixed my 3090 OC issues. I was having OC issues locking the memory on my 3090. It was not locking no matter what I did. I couldn't figure it out. I was actually talking to some of you guys in Discord. I can't lock it. What do we do? And everyone says, oh, run NVTool, do this, lock it with LOL miner. I was doing all this stuff. Nothing was locking the memory. It was stuck at like 9200 megahertz, would not do anything else. This BIOS upgrade also fixed that issue. So that might be something we might have to talk about sometime in the future if you're having issues locking. But the BIOS update fixed this, but it lost all controls on my Stream Deck. My profiles and everything reset. And I just found out about 20 minutes before the live stream that nothing was working. So I was like, in panic mode, getting everything together, setting a quick few settings here, and that's it. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm very limited on my buttons, and I figured it'd be information. If you're running the 7000 series, you got some issues, maybe you have a latest BIOS to move to. And let's go through some other things about this BIOS, seeing how we're on the topic. So as you can see through some of the checksums, improved memory capabilities, increased some voltages across some of them, some 4090 and stuff. I don't have any 4000 series, so it doesn't matter. But it fixed a lot of these issues that I was having troubles with. One of the main ones too was my capture card. It runs on the PCI Express underneath of my times 16, and that was running too. So I have to actually go into my BIOS. Anytime I restarted my PC, I'd have to go into my BIOS first and then just save it. You have to go in, save it, and then go in. It would load all your extra PCI Express slots or anything you had in there. It was a hefty process to keep this thing running on track. But finally, everything now does seem to be working the way it should at the latest BIOS version. Now, that brings me to another point. Now I got to almost test this CPU again on this BIOS on pretty much every coin to see if it changed the hash rates. On the 3900X series CPUs, I did notice after, like, you know, they had multiple ones, an older BIOS actually, depending on the motherboard as well, I believe it was the MSI X470s, they actually performed better. You got a little more hashes for the same amount of power on an older BIOS versus the newer BIOSes that came out over the past couple of years. So BIOS does matter in terms of hash rate and CPU mining as well. So keep these little things in mind. Now, again, I don't recommend anyone to ever update their BIOS unless they're having issues, because it is a high risk bricking. And speaking of that, I actually did brick a previous one. I have recorded the video. It was like 2 or 3 months ago, but I ended up fixing it, and I'm glad I don't know how I did it. It went through. I did a lot of research going through Google and Reddit and all sorts of things, and I figured out a way to restore a flash drive BIOS. If you have the USB boot mode within your BIOS, I was able to flash it and unbrick a bad BIOS flash. So that was awesome. So I never did do the video on that though. Anyway, so how's everyone doing? There's my quick intro to this stream, which was a massive headache of rushing and trying to get things going, but there we go. You had a horrible audio issue on the Z370 Gigabyte board I had, got rid of it, and never went back to Gigabyte. I like the Gigabyte motherboards, I do. And honestly, especially for the 7000 series CPU mining, you want to build a rig out of those. The, what is that, the UDH3 or UD3 or whatever it is like the cheapest motherboard in the US and Canada. And Keaton does have that one on multiple rigs. I think he's up to like 6 or 7 7000 series rigs now, and he has that motherboard on pretty much all of them because it's so cheap and seems to be working flawlessly. What do we got here? TechMad, what's going on? Oh, taxes, yeah. What is CFX? That is Conflux. You guys familiar with Conflux? CFX. So it has been pumping lately, and it's kind of funny. Kind of funny. And I did see the comment earlier. Someone just joined the Duro pool. They love it. So thank you very much for that. If you are CPU mining Duro or anything, be sure to join up to the Rabid Duro pool. But anyway, so we can get rid of this now. Let's jump into Conflux price. So let's look at this. Here's Conflux. Now, it doesn't look like much right here, but let's look back at 7 days. Boom. That's looking not too shabby. Now, let's look back 1 month. Boom. Look at this. 2 cents, 3 cents, almost 3 cents, 3 cents in this rough area. Actually, over here is like 2.027 cents, but now it's at 15 cents. It has an explosion. And this is the funny thing. I always laugh when I see this because, as we know, something pumps. Everyone's like, oh, it's pumping, it's profitable or something, right? So here we go. Let's look at the hash rates. We come into here. Here's my one of 2 buttons. Here's the hash rate on Conflux. It went from this. You guys can't really see because I can't zoom in, but it just shot up. It pretty much over doubled. And obviously, because it happened, now the hash rate didn't pick up as much as the price, but I'm still assuming a lot of people are probably mining at a loss here because Conflux is still not really that profitable, according to what to mine right now anyway. So where's what to mine? Cortex, Conflux. So you're still losing 12 cents right now. 12 cents mining Conflux because all this hash rate decided, hey, it's a good idea to mine Conflux now because it pumps. And it's an interesting process because as a coin pumps, obviously hash rate moves over to it because everyone thinks, oh, this is a profitable coin to mine now, let's do it. But seriously think about it. We pay our power bill once a month. If you see something explode that fast and then you use your crypto to cover your power, by the time you have to sell your coins to cover your power costs, most likely it's not going to be at that price anymore. Really fast pumps don't last very long. It has to be a nice, steady, slow growth to maintain stability across a coin. And this thing exploded. So I don't expect it to last too much longer, you know, maybe another week or so. It's doing good though. Don't get me wrong. Conflux is doing awesome. If you had a bag, I'd definitely probably sell it and wait for it to dip, but not financial advice. Anyway, so what are you guys' thoughts on that? Did you guys move over to Conflux? You like the octopus algo? Yeah, it's an octopus algo. I still don't know what is going on. Mindsum, I see, yeah, Mindsum's still here. Maybe he's looked into this a bit and heard about something. But how about, have you guys, like, they were supposed to move to Ethash, and there isn't really much more information. I can't remember. I talked to them, I was a few months back about that, and they sent me a link to the whole CIP or whatever they call their their protocols to, you know, do their voting process and everything. They sent me a link to it, and I can't remember where that link was, so I can't look at the update on it. So does anyone know? Does anyone have any up-to-date information on the whole Conflux moving to Ethash thing? This is a good and bad situation, obviously. So a reason why it's good is I'm actually kind of getting well, I've been bullish obviously on ETC and stuff for a long time. And we got FW out there and stuff. Obviously, we have Jazz miners, we got Ipollo miners, and so on. That's just another coin that we can mine a lot more efficient than a GPU, which it would be bad for GPUs, obviously, because, you know, they're not as efficient as these other machines out there. But it's another coin that brings more value to these ASICs, and it allows you to mine more stuff. But I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Last I heard, that was a long time ago when that came up. So I don't know what's going on with it. Kazuma X, what's going on? The pump will last a week or 4 days. By next week, the price will dump. I'm ready with my cash to buy the dips. There you go. Kazuma X has spoken. So that's what's going to happen. We got about 4 days until this drops. So let's find out. I guess write that down or something and see what happens. But yeah, I don't expect it to last. Same with the flux pump we had before, where everyone was like, hodl, hodl, hodl. And I come out of nowhere. I'm like, sell, sell, sell. I sold. And then I bought back in the big dip, and boom, I ended up with, I think I only had 313 coins or something, 330 coins to play with, because getting locked up in a Titan node made me really mad. So I'm never, as soon as I think June or July is when I locked in. I got to check on my node here sometime and see where it's at. But once the unlocking period is done, I'm pulling out of there, and I'm not putting it back into a Titan node because it's locked. Now, I don't have the internet to go into a Cumulus node, so I'm not even going to stake Flux at all. I'm just going to wait for like a pump, sell it, wait for it to drop, get some more. And like, it'd take me about 2 or 3 months to mine the amount of coins that I got within a couple weeks of no cost and power at all. So I won there. Sia Coin did the same thing. It's seen a massive spike there a couple weeks ago. I sold all that as well. Got back in, got an extra couple thousand coins. You know, it's not much. Sia Coin price isn't high, but it's extra coins at no power cost. So I'm slowly trying to play the trading game, and so far we're doing good. But at the same time, I could lose it all at the blink of an eye. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm not staking it. I've been reading some things on Reddit also. Like, I know Flux is supposed to be implementing, what's it called right now? What is that called? My website is even using it. WordPress. So WordPress is supposed to be coming to it, but there's now, you know, I know you can't believe everything you read on Reddit because it's Reddit. We just know what Reddit is, but it's, you know, people's opinions and choices, but it does seem like it's fairly unsecure. Now, I don't know for sure. I guess for a standalone mainframe website where you just want to point out blogs or information, it might be good. But if you plan on sending sensitive data, now it does sound like they're working on a fix to try to fix all this type of situations, but I don't think you want to be hosting anything with some sensitive information upon it yet until they implement it more. It's way too young. Great what they're doing, but it's just way too young for all of this to kind of be able to handle what a lot of people use web-based websites for. Next on Caspa having nice. Yeah, I saw Caspa was up over a cent again. Actually, what the mine puts Caspa in the profit of 2 cents at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Based on my numbers, I think it's about 480 kilohash on a 3070 for about 78 watts. So that is profitable at 2 cents right now. So that's good. But again, 2 cent profit is it worth blowing up a fan or something? I don't know. And obviously there's people with a lot cheaper power than me, and I got a lot cheaper power than a lot of other people as well. So personally, it's profitable right now, but I wouldn't fire up my farm for maintenance fees because it wouldn't cover a fan replacement. Don't put your WooCommerce site on it yet. Yeah, there you go, Retro Mike. Yeah, don't put something like a WooCommerce site. But yeah, for blogs and stuff like that, it's a great starting point. And I think that's awesome. And obviously, you know, the whole point of the whole Flux network is to be cheaper and compete with AWS, which is very, very expensive. And, you know, Hetzer and all those. Actually, I think Hetzer is pretty cheap. I don't know. I never use it. People are talking about in Discord. I don't know. But yeah, you know, it's a nice start to everything. It's a step in the right direction. But just be careful about sensitive information, I guess, is the best way to put about it. Keith Betts, I asked Mr. Dan Flux if they will lower the hardware requirements so I can use easy to buy EQ. He said it's going to double, like real expensive. What do you mean? Hey, Keith, what do you mean by that? So you asked Dan, yeah, if they will lower the hardware requirements. Now, hardware requirements for what? Like, the hardware requirements isn't that much, like, especially for a Cumulus node, if that's what you're talking about, like a B-Link miner. You can get those seed, whatever they're called, like those little boxes, perfect for it. But it's the bandwidth issue. It's having all that bandwidth. And this is a question, like, I haven't really been watching the interview, so maybe it was answered, or we got Retro Mike there. He might be able to answer this for me. But like, what are the Flux nodes doing? Like, from the way I'm kind of gathering it, is the Flux nodes, Cumulus, all these, are they like the baseline? Are they the servers running this ecosystem around it? And that was another thing based on, I got to find that Reddit post that people were talking about. I don't want to spread any misinformation either. So I'm just going to be quiet because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. They won't lower node requirements. You have to have good, of course, you have to have good internet for sure. That makes that makes sense 100%. I don't know what he means by the hardware requirements. Like, eventually as it grows, you're going to need better CPUs and hardware and stuff. I think that's what he's referring to. He who holds nodes. Flux nodes are hosting the Docker containers. Interesting. I'm just wondering, like, as more people start building, like, say where all these websites start popping up and everything, will the bandwidth and, like you said, the hardware requirements go up? Is this all going to increase due to the fact that so many things are utilizing it? And if all this stuff is happening across the nodes, that's going to bring all the hardware needed stuff up? But yeah, I don't know. Dan said yesterday they won't lower node requirements, but they will be coming up with new nodes that require less bandwidth. See, that's an interesting too. So that might be a different thing too. Like, depending on the node setup, obviously the bigger nodes require bigger bandwidth. Those can probably obviously carry heavier loads of what you want. And then obviously as you taper down, lighter stuff. So no, that's a good way about it. Obviously it allows more and more people to participate in it in doing this process. So that's cool. That's cool for sure. They will need to optimize compression to not overload bandwidth. Docker containers like virtual hosts, but less overhead. Yeah, like okay, so yeah, the nodes then are like doing the hosting process in theory. So like, if I went to throw out a website on Flux and, you know, Max Voltage is out there, in theory, Max Voltage could be the one that's hosting it for me throughout his node. Is that kind of how that kind of works out there? It's like the decentralized thing, but I'm still imagine there's still multiple across multiple nodes, because then you need backups. Like, say that node goes down over there, obviously you still need things to run. So it's probably spread out through a few nodes as backups and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. Rabid, need the link about the CIP or Ethash about CFX. Yeah, I need you mean you need the link, or do I need the link? I need the link. I can't remember. I used to have the link. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm very interested in what the heck is going on with it. Some people said it got voted out, but I don't see that anywhere. And without the actual link, you know, we can't really see, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, when you deploy, you pay for redundancy you want. Default is 3 copies. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's cool. No, definitely, Flux is doing things that crypto obviously we need for sure, 100%. And Flux is doing things that a lot of these GPU coins are not doing at all. So this is good stuff. This is good stuff. You know, future of Flux is looking bright, bright, and bright, 100%. I just don't know. What do you guys think the price could hit in 2025? Imagine if I don't think it's going to do what it did in 2021. Red Panda actually sent me, I wonder if I can find that. That was crazy. He said, actually, we can just look at it. We can look at it right here. Let's find Flux. 2021 year to start. What was it? It was like 47,000% increase. It was under, I don't know. It was crazy. It was like a couple cents and went to like $3. But I can't remember what it was. So let's just find the start of, I think it was start of 2021. Like, where is the start of 2021? 2019, 2021. Let's just, there we go. We can look right here. Look at that. It was like 2 cents. Let's look at the very start. Under 2 cents. Started 2021. It was under 2 cents. Flux. That's insane. Absolutely insane. And look what it hit. It hit $3.12. That is a massive leap. Now imagine if it did that again. That would be amazing. Obviously. That's a huge gain though. I don't know if it's going to. A lot of uncertainty, but imagine. That would be absolutely crazy. Hashtag hopium. No, for sure. We got a lot of hopium right now because there's a lot of uncertainty with most of these GPU coins. Now, I don't think there's that much uncertainty about Flux. It's doing things that is massive through in the world in general, not just for crypto, but throughout the world. It's doing things that we absolutely need, especially to fight against centralized entities. Anyway, but it came out in 2018. So like I said, like a lot of these coins, Raven coin, a lot of these, they have only seen one bull run. So we don't know if they're going to see new all-time highs. Now, I really do expect Flux will see an all-time high again. I'm sure a lot of you guys will as well, just with what they're doing. It's pretty huge what they're doing across the network. But it's going to be interesting to see what the pricing will come out in 2025 for sure. Agree, unless a bug company gets on board like AVEX had. I'm not sure what they are. In 2018, it was not Flux, it was Zelhash. Now, yeah, no, I'm looking at 2021. I just want to do the numbers from 2021. Yeah, way back then, they were Zelhash or whatever and did their thing, rebranded, renamed. And they're renaming again, actually. They're still Flux. Are they renaming the chain to Flux POUW, or are they remaining just like the algorithm to POUW? I'm not sure what it is, but there's some type of name change going on in the background. I'm not sure if it's the Flux name or if it's just the algorithm name. But you know, it sounds like it's going to be Flux proof of useful work, you know, POUW. I bet Dan and team sold that and got back in again with triple the coins. Who knows? You never know. You never know, right? That's a pretty bold move, but you know, obviously they probably have a trading team to tell them what's going down, possibly. On 2018, I went to that. Price will go to $1.23, then hit a massive sell-off, then rebound again to $4.23. $4.23, that's nice, Thomas. When do you think that'll be though? Like we're speaking 2025 here of type of potential upswings. Now I think there's another halving that's actually set to happen in 2025. Isn't there? Isn't 2025 going to be the next halving as well? I think. Oh, they're just changing the algo name, not the Flux name. Okay, so they're just changing the algo over to the proof of useful work. All right, so that makes sense. Big not that. What do we got? Since we're talking nodes, pre-search nodes are killing it and will soon be as big as Flux. What's a pre-search node? I don't know what that is, Ultra Carbon. I'm just a poor little miner here. I told you, I don't know blockchain stuff. You can't talk to me with all these big technical node words. RabidMining, I'm getting rumors that Daniel Matz is behind that. Who's Daniel Matz? I don't know who that is. Is he like a big bad guy? Fill me in on who this is. I don't know that guy. Is he like a Justin's son? Yeah, who is Daniel Matz? Mates. Whoever. Who's he from? Is he from something that previously did something bad? Or is he like someone that's good that we should be watching? I don't know. We'll wait for Mindsum to fill us in on this gap. Or anybody else who knows who this guy is. I heard about that from a YouTuber, your friend Andy. He talked about pre-search nodes and Zelcore wallet supports it. Yeah, interesting. I don't know what a pre-search node is. I do have something to talk about that I can't really talk about, if that makes a lot of sense. So, so I got hinting and word. It's this regards Raptorium. I'm not allowed to like, you know, go into great details or anything because it's very early beta testing, but does sound like currently there's some DeFi actioning happening in the background on a long lost test net that some people may or may not be aware about. I guess I'll just go with there. DeFi is slowly beginning across the Raptorium network. So that's kind of cool. Asset creations are right around the corner. Now, what is asset creations? I know some of us just think of asset creations, NFTs, smart contracts, but what does this all mean? So I don't know the technical terms. Retro Mike can probably tell us in the chat here, but this is what DeFi is. Obviously, this is what NFTs is. This is the DEX is. Everything Ethereum has. This is all ran through smart contracts. And long term, it, like I said, it does sound like what Raptorium wants to do is pretty much do exactly what Ethereum does, but faster and cheaper is pretty much the end game goal. Now, not only are they doing it on so back with other devs, you know, Ethereum, Geth, all this stuff, you need a certain dev that knows the certain language of whatever code each one is running. Now, Raptorium wants to do this on a common code to allow a lot more devs not have to be specific to a certain code. They know how to run this and they want to run it so that more devs are able to build across the chain, which I think is a pretty good big deal because that allows, you know, a lot more people the abilities to be building across a chain, unlike being kind of centered out and saying, you got to learn this code first and then you can build on our chain. So having a wide open, common language to be able to do all this across the chain, I think is a pretty big deal because, again, a lot more people will be able to start building all these apps, applications and everything across the network, which is pretty cool. It will be DeFi using futures taxes. So is that going to run across the smart nodes, Skirm? I'm pretty sure all this stuff will be smart node related, most of it, in terms of what's called validations. I think will be happening across the smart nodes on the back end, where the proof of work side, the mining and everything with the CPUs, and yes, you can do it on GPUs. It's not as efficient. Best to use a CPU, but all that will be done with the Raptorium as a main front transactions being processed. Okay, so to mine some answer up here, RabidMining, CEO of artificial intelligence company, 42CX, Australian investor. Some accused of being... So he's a super smart guy that knows what he's doing. At the same time, he might be a bad guy. Darn it. We every time we think we open a door across Dynex, it closes with something like, oh my gosh. Like, what's happening here? So let's just kind of look back. Again, there's a lot of people saying Dynex is going to rug pull, Dynex is going to scam. We have no idea. All I know right now is it's pretty profitable, so I mine it. That's all I care about. I'm mining it because it hardly uses any power and so on. And I don't know if I mentioned this last week or not. I might have. But when I was doing a video render, I noticed that the power consumption acted exactly the same when I was rendering out a video on my 3090 as I was mining Dynex. It was doing the same thing, the same jumps. Now, rendering a video used a bit less power, but it was still acting almost exactly the same as mining Dynex, which was very interesting. As we know, they're supposed to be doing proof of useful work and stuff like that. A lot of people are saying, no, it's that. And then I think the Rave OS people are sending leaks on how it's a scam. Now, there's a whole bunch of things going on here. One is either it's a scam and they're doing who knows what, or two, they do got some new tech out there. And, that kind of confirms some of it, seeing how this is a big artificial guy that Mindson was mentioning there. But again, he might be a bad guy. But if he is behind this and they're doing something that's kind of proof of useful work and it's working and so on, that means, they might have something new that nobody knows how to figure out. And what happens when people don't understand things? They attack it. And maybe that's what's going on here. Again, I'm not defending it and I'm not going against it. I'm in the middle ground where it's profitable right now, so I'm mining it. And just always be careful with a new coin because we never know. So I have been mining it. Sometimes I hold a bit. Sometimes I dump a bunch of it and put it into Bitcoin and so on. But we don't know what's going to happen with it. Regardless, Who knows? Who knows? But it's an interesting thing because there's still no conclusive hardcore evidence to state that they're doing anything wrong. It's just that it's an algorithm that no one knows, no one understands, and no one knows what the heck is going on because it's closed source at the same time, which, you know, to some people it's huge red flags. Maybe it's something that no one knows what the heck is going on and it's totally something new and awesome. We don't know. It is way too young to tell. So always just be careful. You know, it could do great stuff. It might not. We don't know. We have to wait and let the coins prove themselves to us, not the devs tell us that it's good, you know, type of thing. So keep that in the back of your mind all the time. Just mine Nexa and be safer than Dynex. See, I didn't say you had to hold it. I said I'm mining it and you can sell it just like everything else. Mine what's most profitable and so on and swap to whatever you want. So this is the probability for me currently on my power price and stuff. Dynex on my stuff is the most profitable thing to mine. So I will mine it and trade it for something if I want. You know, that way if something happens, I already sold my coins. I don't have to worry about it. But, you know, maybe what if it pumps and I wish, oh, I should have held it. But, you know, I was taking the safer route, you know, so usually safety doesn't mean you're going to get rich, but safety could mean, you know, extra profit for you. Rabid mining for president. I'm mining next. Yeah, speaking of that, let's actually go into the good old hashrate.no and see what's going on. So Nexa looks like it's picking up in profitability. See how you guys are talking about it. We got the 4000 series. Oh my, these things are beasts. Honestly, remember when the 4090 first came out? We'd showcased it day one when it released, and we were looking at it, and it was doing pretty good. It was a good GPU. Yes, it was expensive, but it actually released cheaper than when the 3090 released for a better CPU or GPU. But, you know, obviously, oh, GPU profitability is done. It's too expensive. It's a waste of money. That we get the haters that, you know, spent too much money probably on their GPU farm reacting this way. But the 4090 is honestly a beast. And we showcased it. We said how well it did on Caspa. This thing is awesome. But then it seems like everyone else that looked at it said how much garbage crap GPU it is. It's not a garbage crap GPU. It's literally one of the best mining GPUs that you could buy right now. It's just an expensive GPU. Anyway, regardless, moving on, let's take a look at some profitability here. We got the RTX 4090. Obviously, it's showing Nexa as number one for most of these. Now we got Dynex on the 3090 is still the top one. Next looks, yeah, Nexa seems to be taking over right now for a lot of us, or a lot of these GPUs. AMD is rocking Caspa here on the 6900 XT. We got the A4000s, Dynex, Caspa, Dynex. So yeah, this used to be flooded with solid Dynex, but Dynex did see a price pullback there the other day. Actually, past couple days, it used to be around what, 14 cents. Now it's around 9, 10 or something. And I think upon me, I have to sell it around the 13-cent mark to make a profit. Break even is around 11 and a half or something. I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah. So that's how GPUs are currently looking. Nexa is the one. I should bring up my actual chart here and see what it's looking like for me. So I'm going to bring up my chart, bring that down. GPUs. There's Nexa. Let's take a quick look at what's going on here. So I'm going to bring up Nexa here. So we got, oh, the hash rate, 12.88 terahash. I got 12.88. So it went up a little bit since last time I looked at this. 12.88. We got the price is currently at, do I have it? Oh, it went up to 14. So that's good. 1, 2, yeah, 4 zeros, 14. So price is up. So from 12 to 14, boom. Oh, I'm still losing though. I'm still negative 43 cents on my profitability for me. So for me to mine Nexa, I would not be profitable right now. I'd be making about $4.31 a day with all my GPUs. It cost me about 1,636 watts. I would be losing 43 cents. So that sucks. So I can't mine it myself. I don't even know if Dynex is still looking that hot for me, actually. Oh, that's not my whole thing. Darn it. Okay. Don't have that set up for it. But yeah, there we go. Is there a way to mine Nexa on NiceHash? Negative. Not yet. Not now. Or I don't know, maybe sometime in the future, but no. NiceHash has to implement that algorithm within its platform, maybe make their own pools. But at the same time, I guess it's a hash rate rental. People just mine to whatever pool they want. What do you think about BitTorrent feature? Is it of any use? I have no idea. It's been a while since, like, you mean BitTorrent, like downloading all the stuff, like the platform BitTorrent to get, you know, the torrents downloaded, or is there like something new that referring to BitTorrent? Because BitTorrent's has a coin or something, don't they? I think my hash rates are outdated. Oh yeah, RabidMiner does have, oh yeah, I forgot. I haven't used RabidMiner, so maybe that could be the thing. I have not used RabidMining yet, but does RabidMiner dual mine? Because you got to keep in mind, actually, if I was dual mining with, I don't even know which miner anymore that I tested it on, BZ or LL miner will do it. But if I think I would get an extra $2 or $3 profit dual mining with ZIL. So in theory, I might be able to get close. Like I said, I'm losing 43 cents, but I would be gaining an additional $2 mining ZIL. So if RabidMiner can dual mine with ZIL, then maybe it's worth it. But I think the Nexa plus ZIL combo is pushing the profitability on the GPU up actually quite a bit. Regal is great at the moment. But yeah, that's one thing I'm going to have to test here. I'm going to have to try out RabidMiner, and then I'm going to have to go to like LOL miner or something and then do the ZIL dual mining and see, because I think mining a coin right now seems like ZIL does add a decent boost to your profitability on mining anything. So anything that you could combo with ZIL on like LOL miner or BZ miner would probably boost you more than mining any coin directly. Now this is different than dual mining something like Caspa plus something, because you are utilizing more of your GPU, kind of uses a bit more power, and you get a little lower hash rate across them, which means you're not optimizing for a single algorithm. ZIL mining only mines for like a minute every couple hours, almost like mining a dev fee, but you're getting like an extra, depending on your farm. I said for my farm, it'd be like an extra $2 or something. So that's probably a better way to go than just say RabidMiner, for example, straight Nexa. But again, I don't know because I have not tried RabidMiner yet and see how it works. How is your Uranus miners doing pretty good there, Red Putts? It's doing pretty good. I tested Regal with Nexa plus ZIL. Oh, RabidMiner does work with ZIL? Okay, so there you go. So then maybe Regal is the miner we should all be using, especially for Nexa plus ZIL. DJ Mines, combo on Windows, GPU mining plus BTC solo mine USB plus free cash. He's all about the free cash. Awesome. Just stopped in to drop a like. Got to go back to work. Speaking of all this, let's do an update. Let's go into our ASICs here. Let's take a look at the current networks and do an update here. Where do I have it all? Where do I have it? There it is. So let's update our CKB and KDA numbers to see what it's looking like. Oh, poor Cadena. Cadena's going to turn into Bitcoin. We're going to be over 1 exahash, probably like within 6 months or something. It's going to be crazy. Profitability is going to, it's nuts. Anyway, what are we at right now? 341.91 petahash. 341. All right, so 341. We're at 200. So we're up 141 now. Oh, geez. 141. So we're up an additional 141 petahash. I need my hash power calculator for this one. Where we got here? Hash power calculator. 141 petahash. 141. So that's 141,000 terahash. So I got to divide that. 141,000 divided by 166. Holy crap. Did I do that right? 141,000. Oh my gosh. Guys, how many miners do you think are online right now? How many miners? Because remember what we were at before? This is actually the update. We were at 608 miners before. Well, I believe, was it last week? We were at like 500 and some miners. How many miners do you think we're at right now? Boom, boom, boom. Anyone guess this? 849. We're almost at 1,000 miners online. That is a hash rate increase of, oh my gosh, now I got to figure out this. How much has that gone up so far? So 141 petahash. That's almost 75%. Let's see here. So 200 times 80, no. 80% is 160. 60% is 120. 65, 130. 70%? 140. So yeah, 140. We're up 70%. Hash rate is up 70% in a little over 2 weeks. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. 70% is 140 petahash. So we're maybe 70.5 or something. Anyway, so let's take a look at CKB now. Now it has been holding pretty decently, but it did get a spike a couple days ago. Well, let's just see what Nervous is looking like. So we're at 121 petahash on Nervous. So 121. Let's see what we got here. 121. I got to subtract that 77. So we're at 44. So we're up 44 petahash now. $44 petahash would be, what are these things by? 63.5 divided by, okay, we've got 44 petahash. I guess that'd be 44,000, but we're just going to put it in here just because. Or 64,000, I mean. Do I got that? No, 44. What am I doing? 44,000, yeah. So 44,000 divided by 63.5. Holy crap. Now these things are up to 692 miners. 692 miners are online now up there. So that's crazy. Absolutely insane. Now, percentage, I'll deal with the percentage later. Okay, let's calculate it. So 77, let's see, times 0. Let's try 60. It's 46. Oh, not almost. 58. 44. There we go. 58%. We're up 58% on the network. So there you can go. You can see how Kadena and everything is lost. And now I'm sorry, I only have the full screen view because my buttons are all messed up. But we have 70% increase across the Kadena network, and we're at a 58% increase across CKB currently. So what is profitability currently looking like? Do I have one here? That's latest, up-to-date stuff. Let's go with this one, I guess. So let's go with this one. Kadena. This is when we started. So I'm going to go with this one. So we're at what is our thing? Okay. Hold on. I got to go back to KDA. 340.8. So we're going to go 340 petahash here. 340. Now the price did go up a bit, so that's good. We got a price increase here. We're at $1.19. $1.19. All right. So the KA3 is down to 29 coins a day when it was at 50. Up here you can see when we had 200. When they first announced that they were shipping, there's 200 terahash on the network. Or petahash, 166 terahash will get you 49.5 coins. Right now, these things are only getting, where are we at? I lost my spot. I suck at this. We have too much stuff on the screen. Here we go. We're getting 29.24 coins a day. Now that's still good, but that is a huge drop. We're down over 30 coins per day on a KA3 in just over 2 weeks. That's a huge drop, massive drop. Now, the big deal here is obviously what's a 5 terahash, 0.88. The CK box 2 is getting less than 1 Kadena a day right now, less than 1. What's actually my yields at right now? I'm going to go into Pool Flare here and we're going to look quickly because I have the Pro on and the KD box 2 on at the same time. If I go into my, I'm at 1.2 with the 2 miners. That's with 7.44 terahash. Oh my gosh. Payouts. Look at this. I was at what? 2.9, 2.9, 2.9, 2.7, 2.9. Now I'm down to 2.6, 2.1. And as we can see here, the past 24 hours is 1.2. Hammered on. We're getting hammered on. Hardcore. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Now, speaking of that, I don't know if you guys caught the twiddle. You guys see that twiddle going on? Anyway, the Twitter space with Bitmain and Litecoin the other day. It was an interesting thing. I thought maybe they're going to announce a new script miner, but they were getting hammered with the same question quite a bit of times. And as we know, why can't Gold Shell? I went through the video. I said, this is what Gold Shell needs to do. It's actually, do I still have this stuff here? Yeah, right here. So you can see right here, maybe based on your screen you're using. So here I have the BM K3 on the low power mode, N mode, KD box 2, and the KD Pro. And here's what they're doing. So the BM K3 is at 3,300 watts. Now, if it wanted to hit, here's the efficiencies. The KA3 is 0.052 terahash per watt. The BMK3 is 0.2. You know, all the miners are way less efficient. And as you get to the smaller box miners, they're the least efficient machines. So I ran through the numbers for Goldshell and IB Link. If they wanted to compete and make a miner on par in terms of efficiency, hash to watt or terahash to watt ratios, this is the amount of power they would need to draw. So the BMK3 is at 3,300 watts for its 70 terahash. It would have to do it at 1,330 watts. It's taken 3,300 watts to do it right now. Low power mode is about 2,000 watts for 50 terahash. It would need to do it at 950 watts. Look at that. And it's using 2,000 watts. This is the efficiency difference of not only the KA3 being a massive monster in hash rate, it's also an efficiency monster. So now we have the KD Box 2, 400 watts, and Goldshell needs to get this down to 190 watts at 5 terahash. We got the KD Box 2 in low power mode. It's at 252 watts. It needs to do 3.5 terahash at only 67 watts. They need massive improvements. Now, why can't they do this? Now, it does sound like it's a binning issue. Silicon Bitmain is rich, so they can afford all the best memories and everything. And so far, where, you know, Goldshell and everyone, they're probably just struggling to get scraps to build their miners. So that could be a thing. Now, going back to the Twitter space, the question was brought up quite a bit. And Bitmain's answer was they're very close source. They keep all their information behind closed doors, so they don't know, but they'll get back to you later and they'll take your suggestions in. Either that pretty much means, you know, we're not telling you anything. But what they kept getting hammered on with questions was, will Bitmain start making home miners like an L7 mini, you know, the small home miner version of their good binning chips? That would be a game changer. And if they actually did this, Goldshell and they're going bankrupt. Like, they're already going bankrupt, but this would just be the final blow, because that'd just be bad. Imagine if Bitmain started putting in their super sweet high-tech chips, most efficient machines into half-size models that are quiet for home miners. That would be absolutely insane. What do we got here? Network bits. I'm on my way to Chuck E. Cheese. What's going on? Okay, Red Pad is talking away like crazy. Let's see what's happening. Network bits, Lamo, all in high mapper, all in high mapper, power binds, raising. What's going on? Okay, oh, you guys just talking back and forth. I see. RabidMining, use this. Open this Google Sheet. My links may be blocked on live chat. Oh, your links are blocked. Oh, dear. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong screen. Where we have. See if that worked. Ah, everybody's banned. Don't do it. I should have. Oh, there's another one. They have a new mod mode. They have a standard moderator and like advanced moderator where you can like change chat settings on the fly. That's new. That just popped up. Huh. Interesting. You know what? I'm just going to make Panda the channel owner. You guys don't even know. Like, Panda commented in a video earlier a little bit about the Illuminati and stuff. Did you guys know that? Obviously, you guys know Red Panda Mining, RPM, and RabidMining, RM, are pretty darn close. Now, are we the same person? Oh, crazy. That's hilarious, though. I've had a lot of live streams in the past, even videos where they say, hey, Red Panda Mining, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? I'm just like, you're on the wrong channel. Some of you guys are here in one of the live streams too a while back too, where someone just kept saying Red Panda Mining, Red Panda Mining, Red Panda Mining. Answer. Just, oh, it was hilarious. But yeah, it happens in videos all the time. I'd imagine they make way more sleeve bulk and thousands of machines ship once. Yeah, for sure. RPM has a higher pitched voice. RPM. Oh, craziness. I'm on the east coast of Canada. Speaking of that, east coast, were you by, where was it, Newfoundland? I seen something on the news the other day. Actually, it popped up in the weather network where you guys had like, I don't know, 35, 40 centimeters snowfall overnight, but the wind, gusting wind and everything blew it up against everyone's houses. So they had a video. One guy opened his door and it was like 3/4 of his door was full of snow. It was, he had to tunnel out of his house. It was crazy, insane. And speaking of that, we're supposed to have like a snow squall or something happening around here in southern Alberta. That's supposed to hit. I think we're on the side of it, so we won't get nothing bad, but we're supposed to get about 40, 50 centimeters of snow and then like around 40 to 60 kilometer winds. So they're calling it a snow squall. I don't know if we'll get hit with the full brunt of it, but it sounds like people south more in the Calgary region are going to get slammed with it. We are ready to travel to CA. Google Docs, spreadsheet, sheets. Is that the link? Red Putz just hacked me, didn't he? Are you sure you want to leave YouTube? What? Hey, what's going on here? It's telling me, do I want to leave? Go to site, new tab. Ah, here we go. ASIC efficiencies. Let's check it out. Check it out. Oh, I gotta switch my screen. No, what the heck? There we go. That one. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I can't move stuff. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll have to do this manually. Give me a second. I think this one. Try this one. Not that one. Maybe it's that one. Oh no, that's on the. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Change my thing. Go to primary monitor. There we go. Go back on tiny. Engage. Make it bigger. Move it down. All right. We can kind of see that a little better. All right. There we go. So let's have a look at this. Oh, you got Bitcoin miners in here. Those take too much power. I'm just kidding. So SP, ST9, AppMiner R1, Canon. Oh, wait. Never mind. It's all at the bottom. There's a whole bunch of tabs here. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Kadena. There we go. We're looking for Kadena. So we got the Bitmain K3 watts efficiency hash to watt 19 watts to hash. I do mine differently, so now the numbers look weird to me. All right, so hey, let me check. What did I have? 0.05 19. Yeah, mine are reversed. Mine are reversed to the way you do it. So obviously in this one, the lower number is the better way to go about it. 40.5. IB link, I'm max 100, 122, 125. Do you have, where's the KD? Do you have the KD box C or KD box 2? Yeah, 80. Oh yeah, 80. That thing sucks. IB link K3, 41. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, look at that. Like LPM, Rabids, red pandas, RPMs. I don't have one of these. Or maybe I do. Anyway, 40.5. Where's that? So it's still twice as efficient as low power mode, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So obviously this is a great miner, but yeah, like the KA3 is just much more than just a hash rate monster. It's also got the efficiency to go with it, which is what you want in a miner. But because this thing is leaps and bounds ahead of anything the competition has, that's what we're experiencing now. And in theory, this makes the KA3, 2 or 3 times more profitable than the other versions. Because if you're covering your power, you got to think about it. Because not only are you using more power, you got to sell more coins. The other one, the KA3, you sell a lot less coins. You're also making a lot less. So the hash rate may look like twice the hash rate, maybe 3 times the hash rate, but it's actually coming out to be like 4 and 6x more profitable because of the efficiency that's tagged onto it as well. It's just it's absolutely insane what that miner is doing. I got to save that spreadsheet though. That's a good one. That's a good one. A tech man, 35 to 50-year-olds. When Panda says wow, he means Pigeon Coin stream. Whatever. Pigeon Coin. Why do I know that? Techman, is that from you? Long time. Were we mining? No, that was Fedora Coin. Or what was it? What the heck were we mining? That was all weird. It took like months or weeks or something to sync the wallet. I don't know. That was a while ago. Children, I gotta run too. You guys have fun. Soak up these pearls of wisdom from Rabbi. Watch out for the liquidy pearl stuff though, unless you're into that kind of, oh geez. Anyway, thank you for showing out. Mind some what's going on. Have a great time to wherever you gotta go. Likewise for the stream. See you later. Farrington channel. So look, now everyone's just ditching me. See you later, guys. See you later. There is a new fish coin. Soon we'll have all the animals. What? A new fish coin. Oh, hey, did you guys hear about ETF? I know you guys did because I talked about it a little bit. I don't know any more details. I wanted to look into it, but I didn't yet. But it's crazy. So let's do it. If you guys are not familiar about ETF, that is Justin Sun's coin, I believe. Yes. So quick background story as far as I gather it. So Justin Sun and some other guy got together. They wanted to fork Ethereum at the merge time and make FW. Last minute decision. Something happened. I don't know. Maybe they kicked him out because everywhere that guy goes, something bad happens. But then Justin Sun ended up making ETF. So now it sounds like Justin Sun is also forking Dogecoin. And not only is he just forking it, he is going to implement merge mining it with ETF. So ETF is his coin. He forked it, or maybe with some other guy, maybe, or it's just his. I don't know. Plus, he's forking this Dogecoin thing. I don't know what it's called yet. But now you're going to mine ETF as well as this Dogecoin fork, merge mining like you would with Litecoin and what's it called? Litecoin and Doge on GPUs, and I guess technically ASICs as well. They're going to be merge mined together, which is interesting. Now, I don't know how merge mining works, but in theory, like you're using both coins' profitabilities to cover security for two coins, which is a good thing. You're doubling up your security amounts to cover both coins. But why doesn't more people do it? It is a lot more of an efficient way to mine other than dual mining like we normally do with GPUs, you know, Caspa plus this, that plus that. You're using more of your GPU. It also requires more power and so on, yada, yada. Merge mining doesn't use any extra power. It is the same power, same hash rates. You get max hash rate across both coins, kind of split chain mining technically in a way, and you're getting paid out in both coins. So I didn't know it was really possible to do. So again, it's not really implemented or anything yet. I don't know the full specs. Retro Mike can probably fix. You're basically just submitting the same hash to multiple networks. Yeah, but why don't we do this with everything else? Like, why not? Like, why can't all the ETH hash coins just merge mine together? Make a super huge thing or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Why this is what we need. We shouldn't have every coin shouldn't, you know, what if Caspa and ETC got together? And I know they're trying to do their DAG thing and B2, but why does everyone have to do their own thing? Why can't they just merge mine together? And that'll increase the miners participating on these networks, because miners will want to go to it because you're doubling up your profitability in theory. So it's an interesting concept that I don't understand how it works. But I only thought you could do it on like the ASICs or the script or something, because that's the only place you really see it done. But now it looks like Justin Sun is implementing this into ETF with this Dogecoin fork. You know, obviously it doesn't mean anything's going to happen. It doesn't mean it will get more profitable, because obviously you need price gains across both coins. So both coins just crash and burn and die, and nothing will happen. It won't be profitable no matter how many coins you stack onto it. But who knows? It'll be interesting to see what happens. Hashing algo has to be the same. ETH is complicated due to DAGs. That's very true. Good point. But ETF is on Ethash, and this Dogecoin fork, I'm assuming he's going to be putting it on Ethash. So they like syncing up the DAGs with each other, or I don't know. There's something crazy going to be going on. Thanks. I just did a live before Rabid. Just click on live and see the videos. Oh, cool. PowerMind just did a live stream. Awesome. Forget creating coins for rug pull, fork algos and dump them on the market. There you go, fork algos, dump them on there. It'd be interesting. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, I get the mentality behind it. I just have no idea how you do it at all. But it makes sense in my mind. Why wouldn't more coins or something do this? It's like they fork something and they want to be their own thing. Like, why wouldn't Meow Coin, like they fork Kapow? Kapow's one of the craziest algorithms that blows up your farms like crazy. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, why wouldn't Meowcoin just do that and somehow merge into Ravencoin? You know, you get Ravencoin plus Meowcoin or something. Like, obviously you got to talk to the devs, say, hey, you know, I think this might be a good idea, but it might not. I don't know. BTC is merged with lots of coins. BTC alone isn't profitable. Is it merged mine really? I didn't know that. I know there's a lot of coins on the algorithm. I didn't know there's you know what? I'm gonna go to mining pool stats and have a look. Let's go to BTC, Bitcoin, full screen. There we go. Oh yes, AdPool has it merged with NMC. Okay, ELA. but not all of them do this. And that's the other thing, actually. This is an interesting thing I'm kind of curious about as well. So let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin, so it has 701 terahash, I guess, on it. Now what does, let's go find Dogecoin here. I need to open a new tab. Doge, where are you? Doge. Open new tab. Maybe it changed. Yeah, 657. So obviously not everybody is mining Dogecoin, or their hash rates would be pretty close. But look at Litecoin is at 701 terahash. Dogecoin is at 651. So there's like 50 terahash that's not mining Doge. Now, if you do the calculations, 60% of your income when merge mining is coming from Dogecoin. It is not Litecoin. So Litecoin halving is coming up. We showed you the effects of what it may look like, and you're not really going to notice a difference. Like, you're going to have a small income drop. It's only going to be like, say you're making $17 a day on an L7 or something, or 6, or maybe it's down to 14 now. You might be down from 14 to like $12. You might lose $2 a day. Litecoin halving is a small percentage of script miners' profitability. It has mostly come from Dogecoin, which makes you think more people would be on Dogecoin, but more is on Litecoin. Now, there's more ways to mine. Like here, you can see you can merge mine with WDC. I know there's Digibyte and all sorts of other things out there. So I guess it also depends on the pool people may be using. Or also we have the Solo. Solo could be playing a thing for Litecoin as well. But it's interesting to see so much more, not so much more, but more hash rate across Litecoin, which actually technically isn't even that profitable to mine unless you're adding in that Dogecoin. Yes, RabidMining, Raven Power. My eyes. RabidMining, search for Elastos. On mining pool stats, Elastos? Elastatina? What? Elastos. ELA. Shaw 256, merge mining with Bitcoin. Okay, there we go. Here's a merge mineable coin. There's not that much hash. Oh, hash rate is 128 exahash. It's pretty good, but that's actually not that much in theory. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I guess, yeah, you can merge mine it, but, you know, compared to the amount of Bitcoin hash rate, it doesn't look like that many people are actually merge mining Bitcoin. Let's go back to Bitcoin, actually see what the total hash rate is now. Oh, what is that? Bitcoin, what are we at? 330 exahash. 330 exahash. And here we have 128. Actually, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. That's almost half. So that's pretty good, actually. There's quite a bit of people. You know, I got to do that. I got to figure out. I got to get a BTC miner and merge mine. Maybe it is a little more profitable. Why you unmod me? Power Mines Crypto. Oh, what? Oh, now we're having a mod scrap. Mod scrap going down. What's going on March 17th, DJ Mines? What did I miss? March 17th. What's happening March 17th? Oh, the Diablo thing. Gotcha. RabidMining and all $5,000 disposable income besides buying coins. What miner or rig would you buy or build? 5,000 disposable income. Oh, that's a tough question. That is a very tough question. I don't know. I don't know, because honestly, I think the best answer for that would be depends on what you think the future of crypto will be and what you think and what coin you're really into. Now, honestly, like I've been going for a while, I feel ETC in terms of ×2, ×4, ×5, you know, gains, you're going to see more gains in ETC. Hopefully, again, it's all hopefully in the next bull run mining now than you would if you're, you know, swapping that over to Bitcoin right now. You know, Bitcoin obviously is the safest option, but I feel, you know, Ethereum Classic, maybe even FW, I don't know, maybe that. So with that, you know, maybe you'd want to look into like maybe a Jazzminer X12, maybe the new Bitmain, their 2.6K, what is it, E9 Pro potentially. It's decently priced for what you get with it. But, you know, maybe I'd go that route, or you could risk the KA3 route. As you see how we're already down like 30 coins in less than 2 weeks, and the hash rate is going to keep growing. You could go that route, but the profitability may be dumping. But KDA could see $23, could see $40. Who knows? Or it might not even hit its all-time high. These are the gambles we got to deal with. So I'd feel more comfortable probably with something ETH hash or ETC hash myself, but I don't know. The X16 is a pretty like, okay, we kind of went through this in what's it called? Discord the other day. Now, the X16 versus the Bitmain, and the X16 I feel is a way better miner. I don't know. I gotta kind of find all my screenshots I did. I did all the mathematical work in it quick. Oh, here's the Xbitron thing I wanted to go through. Sounds like they're opening under a new name, but we'll look at that some other time. Let me just see if I can find everything I was looking into here. So general, scroll. Right here. Is this it? RabidMining, this. Okay, yeah. So let's just kind of run through this quick. So going with Miner Bros numbers. So right now, you know, obviously for the E9 Pro, if you get it from Bitmain, they were saying it's like $2,200-$2,300. As crypto prices grow, miners go up. Now, there's a lot of people saying don't buy a miner for, you know, $3,000. Like example, the E9 Pro at $3,000. That's too expensive. They released it at $2,200-$2,300. Yes, but it's not going to stay there forever. Remember, in 2025, these miners are probably going to be over $10,000 to $20,000. So these are numbers. So getting one at now for like, you know, 22 obviously from Bitmain, $5,000 is still looking good. People forget when everything is happening right now and prices are low, people forget what the prices are at in bull runs. If we had these miners came back in 2021, people be buying up like crazy, you know, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 for this miner, which is worth $2,000 to $4,000 right now. Anyway, so I base all the numbers of what Miner Bros currently has, and it's going for about $5,500. And again, you know, a few months of crypto keeps going up. Obviously, it's going to be worth a lot more. So the E9 or the X16 is about $3,080 or something. Two of them is only an extra $698. So this is based on Miner Bros, again, third-party price. Two X16s, an extra $698 over that. Now that works out to be the same hash rate. So same hash at only 1,200 watts. So two X16s would only be using 1,250 watts versus Bitmain's single 2,200 watts. And then we went through all the numbers here, and the profitability was actually almost over $2 in electricity at my power price, 11 cents per kilowatt hour. It'd be a bigger difference the higher your power price. So if you have higher, you would see that. The ROI of changing the power price was actually only like 200 and some days. Do I have it here? 278 days to cover the power back between the two miners, because the X16 is actually such a crazy machine. It is so efficient. It's actually beating Bitmain in efficiency by almost 50%, which is crazy and unheard of. But I think the X16 is the better miner. Again, right now, it's hard to say because obviously the profitability isn't though. But in the future, if ETC does pump, those miners are going to be amazing, and they're going to freaking outweigh. On top of that, they have 8 gigabytes of memory, where Bitmain's is still sitting at only 7 gigabytes of memory. So yeah, I don't know. But like the 2060 12 gigabyte versus the 6 gigabyte VRAM. Oh, $82,280 now. Great for low profile workstations. Yeah, that's crazy. The A2000 is only $280, but that's States price, so it's still probably like $800 Canadian. That's, you know, import fees, I guess, are expensive to come into Canada. No, it's probably not. It's not that much, but we get ripped off in Canada. Panda knows. Cool. 280. Nice. eBay 2 months ago. And X16. Yeah, X16 has 8 gigabytes of memory. And it sounds like their Sunloon is supposed to be working on a fix to allow the X16 to mine ZIL as well. So that'd be a huge bonus as well, because I do believe the Bitmain one can mine ZIL. The current Jazz miners can't, but Sunloon says they're able to. Now I asked them in their Telegram chat, I'm like, so you're able to make the X16 mine ZIL, but why can't you do that with the current ones? Aren't they like the same thing? You're pretty much just adding in yet another chip series like you did with the X4U to the XQ or X4Q. And they said, no, the X16 is all new check chips. That's why it's more efficient, and we're able to do different things with it. So that's what Sunloon told me. Again, I don't know, but they said they're working on the ZIL thing. You know, that is a pretty big deal, especially for increased profitability on things, but we'll just see what happens. I don't get ripped off. Shippers value at $10. No duties or taxes. Okay, I guess you could do that too. But I mean, like going to your store. Example, we go to Best Buy. You look for a 7950X, and it's like $900, where you go to the States. Oh, and a motherboard, the cheapest motherboard is like $300. Maybe they're down to like $240 now. You go to the States and they're giving you like $300 off your CPU, plus you get like 50% off your motherboard, and they're giving you free RAM. Like, we don't see that stuff here in Canada. We're getting top dollar. We have to pay for everything. Oh, it's crazy. I don't like it. Memory Express, all of them, con artists. Red Panda Mining, just wait until you get this 9.9 million valued servers. $10 million servers. Crazy. Retro Mike for the imagine the import fee on that. That'd suck. What are you going to do with the MSI 15HX OCTOMINER 8? What? We're talking about OCTOMINE 8X, what? 50? I'm confused. What's happening? We don't get $300 off CPU and free RAM in the USA. You're getting free. What was it? Who was it? No, Keaton was building like 7950X rigs for like under $1,000. He bought like 6 or 7 of them. He was getting free DDR Micro Center or something for like the past 2 months, was giving free RAM, DDR5 RAM away with the motherboard builds. And the motherboards were like $100 and some USD. And I believe the CPU was only like 4 something for a 7950X. So yeah, he was like building CPU miner rigs, 6 or 7 of them for under $1,000, which is insane. Yeah, Micro Centers were giving away free RAM and stuff. It was crazy. We don't see anything near that up here in Canada. Yeah, new motherboards and CPU combos. Yeah, see there, you're getting wicked deals down there. We got none of that stuff. I got to go to the big cities up north. Yeah, so that's me. Like, it's a Micro Center thing, but like, they're there. They're not here. C cans. Did you buy 8 or 8 20-foot C cans? You're getting C cans. But we only pay for about 10 cents per kilowatt. 10 cents, that's pretty good. 10 cents per kilowatt hour, some nice power price for sure. Gotta go. Bye. Good day. All right, Dan San, thank you for showing up. We'll talk to you next time, hopefully. What time is it? Oh, we've been here for too long. Are you going live today, Panda? Actually, you are, but it's still not for like another hour and some, isn't it? I think it said 2. Do we have any more questions? I don't think I really have. Oh, what is that? I saw A100 or something. Get A100 GPUs. They got like 80 gigabytes of RAM. How's the fan noise on the A2000? Got a code for. I got links for the X16, and I believe RabidMining should grant 1% off for Jingle Mining. And supposedly, after you order, you can contact customer support and potentially get discounts on shipping. But it does sound like they are delayed in shipping. They were supposed to come out actually in March, May. And now it sounds like it might be June. Oh, that also leads me to believe I was talking to Ledger the other day, and the Ledger Stacks is delayed another month or 2. So that was supposed to be coming out next month in March. And I think that's not coming out till June or July now. So yeah, if you guys have a Ledger X on pre-order, it looks like it's going to be extended for a couple months. Everything's getting extended, guys. Everything. What else we got going on? April. 2 months away. We're 2 months away from a potential important date. Actually, a little over 1 month, because we're almost at the end of this month. So in April, if you guys remember something about this little thing called the hash blade, you know, that script miner, turn your GPU rigs into script miners. Supposedly April should be the date that we're watching for. We'll see if it happens, but that will be the date that they're going to be publicly showcasing their actual ASIC miner chips. It's going to be on a USB stick and stuff, but it's supposed to showcase how efficient the chips actually are. So we'll see what happens when April comes around to showcase that. Now, if it does come around and we do witness this, that it's actually doing what we're hoping it could do, then within 6 months to the end of the year, probably October, September, to put the actual hash blades themselves should be, I guess, I don't know if it'll be in shipping mode or at least in being created mode. I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. But April is the date we're waiting for. So we'll see what happens in April. And if we don't see nothing, I guess we don't see nothing. But if we do, that'd be awesome. Gonna sell my Mazari for hash blades. Those things look awesome. Like I said, if those chips look good enough. Whoa. What are you wearing? All right. I'll be up in a minute.
You almost done?
Almost. Yeah, I know you do. All right. There's a 3070 app edition by my house for $350. I'm trying to talk him down to $300 or $310. Hey, tell him for like $200. He's like, who wants GPUs these days? Get it for $200. He's never gonna sell it. Tell him that. Intel Rabid. What? Little? I'm confused. What is that? What are you wearing? That was the little one. She came down. She had all these glasses all over her face. I was like, what? He's a gamer. He doesn't know about mine. Well, okay. Well, then you can use that to your advantage. If he doesn't know anything about it, say you're never going to sell those. There's way too much hardware on the market, and no one wants to buy anything. And plus, no one has money. So if you really want to sell those, 150, 200 bucks tops. I'll pay you cash right now. Tell him that or something. I don't know. Someone will get Spark in a couple of minutes. RabidMining, is anyone going live after you to fill the gap between you and Panda? I don't know. I am not sure, actually, if anyone is. Not that I'm aware of, but there could be. Tell him eBay fees are too much. Yeah, that's true too. eBay fees can get costly. Hobby miners, hobbyist going live? Maybe he is. I might go live. There you go. Power Mines might go live. Let us know. I got to wrap this up in like 10 seconds. So if you're going to go live, Power Mines, maybe we'll just point everyone towards you right now. Or you're not doing it. I got to take the little one skating and stuff. We went skating last night. So last night, and this turns into like life stories now. Nothing to do with crypto mining. But last night we went to the skating rink. It was like 10 o'clock at night. And usually there's a button to push. So she's all excited, ready to go skating. We get there, push the button, nothing happens. Push the button, nothing happens. So I took a hammer, started smashing the button open. Just kidding. I didn't do that. That'd be vandalism. But I kept pushing the button and we just couldn't get it to work. So she was all sad. Couldn't go skating last night. So I said I'd go today. That would... What? Ransomware attack, Chia vid. So what? There's a ransomware attack on Chia for the plots? For real? Does that have something to do with the new plotting process of the compressions? That's crazy. Power Mines Crypto said he's going live. Now I gotta try to see. Can I find you somehow? Add pin. Oh, right click. Power Mines. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Power Mines Crypto. What do we got? Thanks, skiing. Joy of living in Canada. I visited Vancouver years ago. Sunbath in the morning, skiing in the afternoon. Awesome. Yes, sir. At YouTube, Poor Investor. Poor Investor loves Chia. I thought he said he was getting out of Chia. Poor Investor. Isn't he the one that did the video on me when I did my Chia profit video? How I said how good it was. Like, I've been buying Chia for like 6 or 7 months and I made absolutely nothing or something like that. I can't remember. That's what I did. And I remember he was playing clips of my video laughing. It was kind of funny. And then I thought he said he started quit. Is he still into it? I have no idea. Was so yeah, so interesting. I wonder if that has to do, because I just seen someone the other day talking about if they can start compressing plots. And it sounds like you can, based on something. Now, I don't know if it's legit or not, but maybe that's what's happening. So ransomware on Chia plots. That's very interesting. I'm not touching anything with my Chia plot. I'm just going to leave as is and see what happens. So you just lose your plots, not your Chia? I should probably move my Chia somewhere. Suspicious. Chia from 30 now is 45. All right, interesting. All right, guys, so we are going to VerisCoin melts my GPU. I'll stick with XMR. You can also mine VerisCoin on a CPU. That's another option. But okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up, though. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I'm going to point you guys towards, where is he at? Power Mines Crypto said he's going live, so maybe that'll help fill in the gap for some of you guys. There's his link. Check him out, see how things are. I will see you guys all in the next one. Rabid out.